What's up guys, Marco here, back with another e-commerce video, and what I want to talk about today is 8 simple tactics, 8 little things that you can put on your site, that you can change on your site to massively increase your online store sales. So guys, sorry today no Google Ads video, but I hope that you will still enjoy it. And together with a friend, we did a little optimization project on a store, right? So these were some key things that we did. We also did more stuff that took a little more work, but these were some central points. These 8 things are central points that we changed in this store in order to massively grow the sales, right? So this is something that you can implement right away. It doesn't take you too much work, and it's also not expensive or doesn't cost anything at all. With this being said, let's start with the very first number, with the very first thing that we did and that I recommend you to use. And this is Livechat. Now, I talked about this like twice or so on this channel, and Livechat is incredibly important, and I still see a lot of people actually not using Livechat. Imagine for a second you are about to buy a product, right? And let's say someone like the store where you want to buy it has an FAQ so that you can find some of your questions already answered, but chances are that there is a question that they didn't answer, or probably you just didn't realize, right? It's just that you quickly go through the page, you want to have an answer, you don't get one, and if they don't have a Livechat, chances are that you will just leave. And this is what happened to us a lot, right? Once in one of our biggest stores, we implemented Livechat. We saw actually a lot of people asking questions that we thought were self-explanatory, but apparently they weren't, and we recovered a lot of sales. And this is also what we did here. So the Livechat that I recommend is the Tidio chat. Actually, I will be making a video about Tidio very soon, where I show you the whole way how it works, how you can set up sequences and automations and all that good stuff, so that people can automatically get responses, etc., to their questions, so that you don't have to be there all the time. But please install the Livechat. You know, Tidio is free for certain plans, and you can just quickly even reply to questions on the go with your phone. Extremely important to massively increase your conversion rate. The second point is video on your product page. So chances are that if you work with a supplier to deliver your product, that these suppliers also have a video of your product. And I see that most people actually don't put videos on their product page. And the thing is, guys, sure, it is perfect or ideal if your video is like a high quality one, right? That doesn't look like it's made by someone who doesn't know how to create a video at all. But the point is, as long as you have a video, it will almost always increase your conversions, because people can now see the product in action. They can see the product from different angles. They can see the product, how it looks like in different circumstances in a way, right? So when people see images, that's fine. If you have great images, that's already cool. But if they see a video, they can see the product more actively, and they can roughly see what the product will actually look and feel like once they buy it. So I highly recommend that you put a short video on your product page. You will see that most likely it will actually increase your sales and conversion rate. The third point, and this is also really important, similar to the second, is that you should add an Instagram gallery to your store. So to your product pages or site-wide on your store at the very bottom, for example. So most of you probably have an Instagram account for your e-commerce business. What I recommend is that you either get some people on board, like send your products to several micro-influencers, or just create a good product feed and then integrate it into your store. Because now what happens is you get, first of all, a lot of different images of your products, which is just as number 2, as I said, the more creatives that you have in your store, whether it's image or video, the better, because people can see your products in action and from multiple angles. So I highly recommend that. Plus, it also adds social proof, because if people see that you're active on Instagram, and especially if you have user-generated content like customers or micro-influencers that post your images or videos, then that's extremely powerful, because now they are much more likely to actually buy your products, because they see, oh, other people are buying them as well, other people are enjoying these products, they are using these products, so it adds social proof to increase your conversion rates. The fourth point is testing your prices. This is something that probably 95% of businesses miss. It's probably the biggest, probably the thing that out of all these that I'm naming here today that most businesses don't do, while it's probably the easiest to take your profits like from here to here, right? In fact, we are currently building an enormously powerful price split testing app, because something like this, you know, is not really available on Shopify right now, at least not the way that I would like it to be. So we are working on something like that. For now, just know that if you are testing your prices, it will be super easy for you to maximize your profits. So let's say you're currently selling a product for 30 bucks and you want to you don't know whether it should rather cost 25 or maybe 60 or 50, because both of these things happen. Many people actually charge too much, and they could get like double or triple the conversion rate if they just reduce the price by like 20% or 10%. And others, they just don't charge enough. So if you can make massive sales in your store by charging 60 bucks and now you're charging 40 and your conversion rate would probably be the same, this is of course a really big missed opportunity, right? Because you can just charge more and get similar conversion rates, and in the end your bottom line is just way bigger just because you can charge higher prices. At the moment, as I said, there is no real solution for that instead of just manually testing them. As I also said, we will be releasing an app about this quite soon, so if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure to subscribe, because I will certainly make a video about this as well, and this will then also further help you increase your profits and sales super effectively. Number 5 is reviews and using them the right way. So currently I see probably two real scenarios or two real ways that reviews are implemented. The first is that people just go ahead and they throw like 5-star reviews at a product. They are probably faked, or even if not, I don't care at this point. It's a bunch of 5-star reviews. And the other one is that people don't have any reviews at all. And to be honest, guys, both of them are pretty bad. If you don't have any reviews, that's fatal, because people are looking for other customers' opinions on a product. However, if you only have 5-star reviews and they sound artificial, actually there are multiple studies that show that people value some bad reviews, because first of all, it makes you seem more believable, and second, it shows people what is wrong with the product or what is not that great. So now it's up to you. Of course, you can fake reviews, you can do a bunch of stuff. I know that probably most small e-commerce businesses are faking some of their reviews anyway, so it's up to you whether you want to do that. The point is, if you have a ton of great reviews, you know, not all your products should have 5 stars. I recommend that a lot of them have like 4.5, 4. Some of them may even have like 3.5 stars. Now, as I said, it's totally up to you. Some of you are probably only doing organic and real reviews, and then it's fine. But if you do them, like if you fake some of them anyway, make sure that they seem more believable. I promise that if you have some like somewhat worse reviews where people talk about what they didn't like that much, probably it was the shipping, probably it was like the packaging or something. Of course, if you write these reviews yourself, you should make sure that you are not like talking massively bad about the product, that it's like totally bad and it's useless and all that kind of stuff, because that will massively hurt your conversions most likely. But you can point out minor things that are probably not stopping a lot of people to buy your product, but they still make you seem more believable and real. As I said, use at your own taste here. Number 6 are value-based email coupons or email, sign-ups. Basically, I talked about this several times. If you have something like sign up for our newsletter, you will see that very few people will sign up for that, because there is no value, there is no real enticing CTA and nothing. However, if you have a great CTA, a great sign-up box, chances are relatively high that especially those that don't buy your product right away, they may sign up, and you can follow up, for example, the next 3 days offering your product, right? So ideally someone buys right away, but if you have a very enticing like exit intent pop-up or like another sort of enticing newsletter sign up, you have the chance that some of these people will come back later on and buy. Now, I know that with a dropshipping store, especially if you have a general store, this is easier said than done, right? So not many people get massive returns from their email marketing in dropshipping, but still it's better than not having one. And since most of you probably have a box already, make sure to spend a few minutes to think about a great call to action, and also make it sound like they're actually getting some value. Like you will send them some really cool insights or infos, or you will send them a coupon code or anything like that, but just make it sound better than sign up to, join our newsletter or sign up for some new deals, right? This is not really something that people want to actually have. Number 7 is extremely important for usability, and this is limiting your pop-ups and sliders and all that kind of stuff to 1. So it's the worst thing that I see when it comes to e-commerce stores, and this is I enter them and I get like 2 pop-ups and a slider from both sides, and like another pop-up from down here, and then there are like an email thing telling me to do something in a live chat, you know. And I'm not even exaggerating, I know cases where I get 4, 5, even 6 pop-ups or sliders or email or chat things coming up. And this will massively hurt your bounce rate, it will hurt your time on page, and it will also ultimately, of course, hurt your sales. So this is absolutely terrible, especially now in 2019, where you know, buyers are getting more and more aware and they are paying a lot of attention to that. You should limit your overlays and pop-ups to 1. So you could, for example, use an email exit intent pop-up. You could use a little chat pop-up that says like, hey, we are here if you need us, shoot us a quick question or something. But the point is, don't use more than 1. You may, you know, in exceptions, you may use 2, for example, in chat thing coming up, and then once someone tries to leave, you can use a little exit intent pop-up. These are now 2 different things, but they shouldn't come up at the same time or so. And now the last point, number 8, is make free shipping as prominent as possible on your page. So if you offer free shipping, then please make it as obvious as possible. Like you can add a global header bar, or you can add like a little banner that you're adding below your price in the code. So what I used to do a lot is, you know, you can also do this with apps, but I used to do it a lot with a code where I enter some line of text or an image, and I put it onto the product.liquid file, and then whenever people go to the product page, right below the prices, there is a little banner saying free shipping on all orders or something like that, right? And this massively increases your sales and add to carts because people go crazy about free shipping. You probably know this from yourself. You want to buy a product and you know, it costs like 60 bucks, and you're like, okay, great, let me check out. And then you realize that there is $3.99 or $5.99 or even more than that on shipping. And the effect is even greater if the product that you want to buy is cheap. So nobody wants to buy like a $20 product and pay $6 shipping or something like that. And high shipping costs or shipping costs at all without noticing people earlier are one of the biggest reasons why people actually don't buy. And free shipping almost always is better than a cheaper price plus shipping. So free shipping is something that people just go crazy about. They see it and they're like, okay, awesome, whatever I buy here, I can take it home right away basically without having to pay anything extra. And it's something that I highly recommend. So if your margins allow it, make sure that you have free shipping. You can always like reward people for buying multiple products with like bulk discounts or anything like that. You don't have to include shipping costs in your store if your margins don't actually, you know, require you to do so. So these were 8 powerful tips to increase your sales, increase your conversions. As I said, in our particular case, they had a massive impact in what we did. So after 1 week, we were measuring the success for, against the previous week, and this particular store didn't have these things in place yet. I highly recommend that you use them at least as many as possible. Of course, you may say, I need those pop-ups, or no, I don't want to use free shipping, or anything like that, or you don't have an Instagram at all and you don't want to have one. But please make sure that you integrate as many of them as possible, because you will see they have a major impact on your sales, on your conversion rate, and they will definitely improve your business. So this being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave a like below and also subscribe to this channel for more valuable stuff like this. Let me know in the comments how many of these things you are already using, and what are some other like conversion rate optimization hacks or things that you use that are very powerful for you. Would be very interesting to know, so please put them down below, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video now. Bye.